I haven't jumped down the generational gap in a long time, but I think that's a good place to point out how generations like to hold power. And so sometimes baby boomers in particular, in this case, are at their wits end almost and almost retired, or getting up there. And even your top end of that generation X, they're kind of getting up there now too. And so the transition of power has kind of skipped a generation. It's gone from boomers to millennials more so than it has baby boomers, Gen X, millennials, and then Z is now rising in there. So I think that skip in leadership, or that gap in leadership, there might be less leaders um, in that generation, if you will, than there is now coming up in the millennials, who are just as large as the baby boomers. So I know that's a whole nother kind of idea, but yeah, it looks like it makes sense to you.
I was actually watching a video that you just did on like this gap, and I find it so
Mm.
interesting because I am a millennial. I always feel like if you're an older millennial, you try to like classify. I'm closer to this side, so I'm in my mid 30s, and I definitely grew up being a part of both worlds. Like I didn't have my
Hmm.
first cell phone until I was 16 years old,
Mm.
right? Grandma had the rotary. I had a TV. I had to
Yeah.
get up and click, click, click. So like it's very easy for me to speak to folks from generations before me. I
Absolutely.
love learning from my
Yeah.
elders. There's a high level of respect for my elders, right? And a lot of the values that they pass down are in me, right?
Mhm.
As most of us, we take what we value, we combine our own values, and that's what we pass down to our children. And so, being that I entered the classroom at a very young age, I think it helped me because with the generation in front of me, I was able to speak their language, still be
Yeah.
tech savvy, know the trending music or what have you, and use that to build bridges. But the way sometimes I hear boomers speak about millennials or even those behind us, and I'm not even going to attempt to say their name, is it why? See, that's why I don't say. But them 19s and unders, I love them because they are so with it. I don't want to curse, so I won't use my other colorful adult language, but they are with the beeps. Like they do not care if they believe they are right. They're gonna fight tooth and nail for it, and I love it that they are so empowered to like
Yeah.
be unapologetically themselves. I just think as the generation ahead of them, we do have a responsibility to continue to help cultivate and mold that leadership. I had
Yeah.
people that did that for me. Um, and a lot of times, as you get older, it's easy to like write them off. Oh, those young kids. Oh, those young kids. Well,
Mhm.
we have a responsibility to go back and lift up those young kids and support them instead of complaining about them because your generation was cutting up in a different way.